Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Campus Highlights, where we bring you the brightest young achievers of various schools. Today, we have with us someone really special, someone who has made us extremely proud by winning the consolation prize in the Scratch Olympiad 2025. Please welcome Prithwish. Hi, Prithwish. How are you?
Hi, I'm doing well, thank you.
Okay. Firstly, Prithwish, just a basic question. Can you tell us a little about yourself and your interests?
Yeah, so I'm from Singapore. Sorry, I'm living in Singapore, but I'm originally from India. I'm currently in grade 10 at an international school here. So I have a few passions. One of them is obviously computer science, particularly computer vision for autonomous technologies, such as drones and self-driving cars. I'm also an avid bird watcher, so I've done bird photography across 3 continents, seen over 500 species of birds. And I'm a really sporty person. My specialty is badminton. I've played the sport for about 9 years now.
Wow, that's a really nice thing to know. That's really nice. Okay, so when and how did you first get your interest in Python or programming?
So my school starts offering computer science from grade 9. So around about grade 8, I was thinking about what subjects I'm going to take in grade 9. So I talked with some of my seniors. They recommended computer science. That is a good subject. It gives you a good foundation for the evolving technology world, which is something I'm interested in. So I So my parents hired a tutor to teach me Python since it's an easy language to get into. It's quite close to English. And in elementary school, I had 5 years of experience with Scratch, so that really developed the programming logic in me. So moving to Python was more like a natural step up to actual computer science work and writing a language that is widely used in the industry.
Yes, that's very true. So, what motivated you to participate in the Python Olympiad?
So, my school has a daily gazette. The Python Olympiad was advertised as one of the activities that we can look into. So, since I am interested in computer science, I wish to study like engineering. So, it was one thing I thought to myself, I might extend myself a little bit and dabble into it because I won't really need to do much extra. I already had by that time about 1.5 years worth of Python knowledge, so I thought I may as well go for it since it's nothing particularly difficult.
Yes, that's really nice. So, how did you prepare for the Olympiad? Did you follow a specific plan or something?
Honestly, for the Olympiad, I just didn't really do any preparation. I just saw the challenge given to me, and firstly, the most important thing in computer science is that you have to have a good mathematical foundation because computer science is very math oriented. So I thought to myself, what kind of algorithm can I use to generate a password? It was in my case. So first I brainstormed the algorithm. I didn't want to do just a conventional pick a random character just 8 times. So I thought of a more complex algorithm for this.
Oh, that's really nice. Okay. So what challenges did you face during your preparation, if there were any?
Honestly, the most challenging thing for me was to be creative because that is one thing I lack. That's why I'm more into more objective subjects like computer science and physics. So trying to think of an algorithm that's like not conventional that might, put more creativity into a password so it's more difficult to guess. That I think is the most challenging part for me.
Oh, okay. So which topic or concept in Python do you enjoy the most and why?
Okay, so the topic I enjoyed the most has to be computer vision because I am really passionate about autonomous technologies such as robots or self-driving cars. So computer vision is basically what they run on. It is their most essential aspect since they need to look around, whether it's through visual cameras, LiDAR sensors, or other types of radio or infrared sensors. So I'm really passionate about that topic. this semester, hopefully, I aim to create an autonomous drone that can fly by itself based on GPS navigation.
Whoa, that's really nice. Okay. Was there a particular moment in the Olympiad that was especially memorable for you?
I feel like the most memorable thing was that when the algorithm finally comes together, it's like you keep on thinking, oh, I'll do this. No, maybe I should change it. I should do it a bit different way. But when the math all finally comes together in that one final algorithm, when you have like all the steps laid out, and I'm like, yes, that's exactly what I'm gonna code. That coming together point is like the most memorable for me.
Okay, that's really nice. So, how do you usually solve tough coding problems? What's your thought process on, when you encounter a tough problem in coding?
So as I've said before, computer science is very math based. So I
Mm.
take that tough problem and try and break it out into different functions that I can program. Like if it's maybe a facial recognition program, I'll break it up. First, I need to just open the camera. So what steps or sub steps are required in that one function? And then I'll think,
Mm.
okay, then I need to take the photo, and then only can I have the AI algorithm go through it. So try and break it up into those different steps. In this case of a password generator, I was trying to think of a more complex algorithm than just a basic random number generator. So I try and break it into different parts and then code part by part. Some parts will be more difficult than others, so it also helps me plan out my time effectively.
That's really nice. So, do you prefer working on projects alone or in a team?
To be fair, this one really depends because if your team is as passionate about the topic as you are, then yes, it can be really beneficial to work in a team. Like I'm part of the assistive robotics club in my school. So here everyone is really geared towards helping other people through technology. So in this case, yes, I do prefer to work with others. But if it's just like a generic computer science problem, like
Mhm.
uh, in this case, it was just a random password generator. Collaborating with others in this kind of scenario, I don't really think would have benefited me that much.
Okay. So I think this question you've already tried to answer in the first question as well, but still, again, apart from programming, what other hobbies or activities do you enjoy?
I really do enjoy bird watching. I'm a passionate bird watcher. I've been doing it for a few years now, particularly bird photography. Uh, my computer backgrounds, my wallpapers on my desktop, my laptop are all photos of birds that I've seen from three different continents. Like I've gone to the UK, in India, I've done bird photography as well. So
Wow,
that's
that's
one.
okay. That's really nice. So, who's your role model or biggest inspiration in the field of technology?
In the field of technology, honestly, I wouldn't say that there's anybody particularly that I look up to as like a god in the field of technology, but like some really influential people that I suppose that I am influenced by would obviously be like Elon Musk for self-driving cars, because Tesla is one of the pioneers in that sector, and also Sam Altman from OpenAI
Yeah.
is he has been really influential in making AI accessible to the general public so they can interact and really understand how AI works as well.
Yes, definitely. So, how has winning Olympiad changed your confidence or your future goals?
Winning this Olympiad has really boosted my confidence in the terms that my foundation in mathematics is strong enough that I can place myself in a strong position in the technology industry, because this password generator problem was really just a mathematical problem, but converted into obviously an alpha in a letter form.
Hmm.
but at the core, it is really mathematics. So I would definitely say that it has boosted my confidence in knowing that my math is strong enough.
That's really
And
nice. You want to add on
yeah,
something? Yeah.
no,
All right.
that's it.
So, what project or coding idea would you love to build in the future? I think you've already mentioned about the robot, something flying, automation,
The
something.
drones, GPS
Yeah.
guided.
Yeah. Okay. So, if you could add on a little more into that, and if you like to share about it.
Yeah, so currently, like logistics and transportation is still quite a labor-intensive industry. So there's still a lot of workers driving the trucks, working in warehouses. So drones can definitely contribute to reducing that uh, dependency on manpower, especially in more suburban settings where it might just be like one family living in one house. It would be
Yeah.
rather inefficient for someone to drive a truck and go to every house, which can be quite far apart in less populated countries like Australia, or even in densely populated places like Singapore. Drones can still be very useful because since everyone is living very close to each other, one drone can carry multiple packages and like tick kind of all the boxes, just drop it straight on your balcony without the need for workers because Singapore has a very low local population, so it relies on foreign workers a lot for these um, lower paid jobs generally. So we
Mhm.
can help reduce that dependency on foreign workers here as well.
That's beautiful. That's really nice. We are looking up for that. So if you would like, give an advice to, other students or peers who are preparing for such competitions, what would it be?
Okay, first things first, have a really strong math foundation because that is absolutely essential to computer science. You will not get anywhere without understanding mathematical concepts. So, if you're maybe studying the IB International Baccalaureate curriculum, take HL Math. If you're doing IGCSE, take additional math. Keep your math foundation really strong because that will definitely help in your help to improve your thinking skills for complicated computer science problems. And secondly, for maybe younger students who might not be ready to dive into programming languages like Python or Java, start with Scratch. It really helps build that logic about if statements, loops, and that sort of thing. Yeah.
That's really nice. So, where do you see yourself in the next 5 to 10 years in terms of coding or career aspirations?
So in 5 to 10 years, uh, I would obviously like to study engineering at university, maybe like electrical or electronics. But my ultimate goal, because like the technology world rapidly evolves, and at this rate, keeping a stable job is actually quite difficult. So I would like to do my own startup, selling autonomous drones potentially, since it
That's
is
really
a since it is becoming more and more viable, batteries are becoming more energy dense and lighter, so drones can have longer range and become more viable in all sorts of applications, whether short range or long range.
That's really nice. It was really nice talking with you. And in fact, I learned so much. Okay. So, in case, Prithwish, your parents are here so that we can know a little more about you. So, please, could you bring them in? Yeah.
Yes, my mom is here.
Hello,
Hello. Hi, ma'am. How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Yeah, even I'm doing great. So, ma'am, first question. How did you first discover your child's interest in programming and technology?
Uh, To be frank, it's very school driven because all international schools over here offer Scratch programming language in
Yes.
the elementary school. So that is where he picked up a little bit of interest. And then Singapore being a smart city and very technologically advanced, all the children growing up here are very fond of technologies, I must say. So it's
Okay.
I didn't have to do anything really. It's the surroundings, the ambience where he's growing up, his school, his teachers, and even in the school they are using iPads from a very young age. They are being made digitally aware that technologies about the technologies what they can use
Yes.
for their studies and all. So all this slowly and gradually took him, not only him, it's taking everyone towards the technology, and they're developing interest towards
That's
technology.
really nice. So, ma'am, what role did you play in supporting your child during the preparation of the Olympiad?
I think Olympiad is something where one should be, the individual should be very passionate about. It's not that the parents have to push, and then it's not like, I'm not that typical Indian parent where, I'll push my son, oh, you have to be a big maths expert, or you have to be a great into something, that I'll push and then you do all this stuff. I'm not like that. I'm not a parent like that. So it's his own interest. And also because this Olympiad contest, about this contest, they had published in the school gazette. So he picked it up himself and said, Mom, I want to participate. I said, yeah, that's a very good idea. You test how much you know and where do you stand. It will help you to understand that. So it's his own interest. Not really, I have not done anything about this.
Oh, that's really nice. I mean, yeah, that's true what you spoke. So, how, like, as a parent, how do you guide your child, balancing the academics, extracurriculars, hobbies? Like, how do you do so? If you could guide him.
Guide means since now he is a grade 10 student, so slowly the study pressure is building up, and when they will do IBDP from next year, it will be like the pressure and load, academic load will be very huge. Coupled with that, they have to do community surveys, like there's a CAS component in IBDP, which is community action and service. So there will be a lot of extracurricular activities. They also have to write a research paper and all. So apart from studies, also they have to do these things. And so, what I have advised him, and I generally advise him, that you learn to organize yourself, you learn to manage your time, and you learn to prioritize everything so that you know which is coming up. You should not be like be awake till late nights and finishing off homework like tomorrow is the deadline and you have to like submit it. So, instead of that, like he has a reminder board where he writes down for like what are the deadlines coming up for the week. And he makes a soft deadline. Like if my submission is on 24th, I should be finished with that task on 23rd. So that reminder board helps him a lot.
Yes.
So that is how he's organizing himself from this year. And I kind of gave him some inputs to do.
This, yeah.
And he's
It's really nice. Yeah. I think
yeah,
everybody can
slowly.
start with this to organize their works. Okay. So, what qualities or habits do you believe contributed the most to your child's success?
He's very focused. Like if he takes interest in a particular topic or a subject, he's very focused. I don't need to push him. So, I think that is his biggest quality.
That's really nice. I think, and that is the most important quality as well. Uh,
That is why I don't push him into anything. I tell him, you discover. Like, something which appeals to me may not appeal to you. You find your own interest so that,
yeah,
you can go ahead in that field.
definitely. So, how do you see coding or competitions like this contributing to your child's future?
Okay, it may not have a direct relation to the future, but once you are participating in such competitions, you know that okay, because you are going to a particular school, you are surrounded by 30 boys and girls, so your ecosystem is very small. In that ecosystem, you know where you stand. But when you participate in a competition, which is like international competition, then there are many brilliant boys and girls in other parts of the world who are maybe better than you. And so, one, you learn where you are in this world. It makes you humble that,
Yes.
okay, I'm not the only one who's great. There are many great people around me. So I think that is the biggest advantage of participating in such competitions.
Okay. It was really nice having you, ma'am. I would like to say thank you so much for making some time out of your day for this, especially. It was really nice talking to you as well as with Prithwish. It was really nice, and I wish Prithwish a very happy, a best, all the best for his future endeavors, and hoping to see him win many more such competitions. It was really nice having you and Prithvish with me. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having us.